Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Look at me, I'm finna trek through the snow. Ho, 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 ho. All right, you guys, I've got to take a trip to the greenhouse. It's that time. I like to do that mid-January or late January anyway, and I see Messenger has been through. Okay, so we're coming out because, as you can see, the roof is full of snow, and see how it's sagging? We're getting ready to get that snow pushed off. It is currently 31 degrees, and we still have, as you can see, I don't even have on my boots. I didn't know the snow was this deep. And I see the animal, he's been trekking all over, trying to find some warmth. Okay, I'll return once I'm inside. Hey, I've made it to the promised land. Okay, what we got in here? Well, it's 30 outside, or 31, and in here it's 40. Okay, so at least everything is holding up. And this isn't snow, it's water with a few ice sprinkles. So let's get this pushed off. There he goes. Oh, let's get number 2. And the only reason that stuck like that is because, number 1, my boards aren't the best, as you know. And this one has fallen over. So let's get him back. And I'm quite sure, well, both of these, I'm quite sure they've fallen over because of the weight of the snow. Hold on, y'all. I know the camera is everywhere. Whoa. Come on, Mr. Board. Let's get you into the pole. I'm working with one hand. I didn't bring my tripod out. I'm getting ready to run to Myers, and I may be back later because it's this dessert one of the people I'm subscribed to did yesterday. It's called, she called it some type of cookie. But what you do is you line the bottom of the pan, use a stick of butter, graham cracker crumbs, and then you melt the butter, mix it with the graham cracker crumbs, line the bottom of the pan, then you put your favorite chips, you know, whatever. She used chocolate chips, and she used peanut butter chips, the Reese's. So, and she said you can use anything you want. And a cup of sugar, you mix that in with the butter and graham cracker crumbs. I'm going to use that shortbread that I have there in the pie crust. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to crumble it and stick it in the food processor and make my shortbread crumbs. So that's going to be my adjustment. And then I'll use my chips, of course. I'm not going to use any of the Andes mints, although that was good in the Christmas crack. I don't think it'll be good in this recipe. And then you need a can of pet milk, the Eagle brand, which I don't have. I have the Carnation. And so you pour a can of that over the top, you drizzle it over the top, and then you bake it in the oven for 25 minutes. And you have your treat. So I'm going to try that today because I do need to use up as much of the open, although they're in Ziplocs, the open stuff that I have. So, hey, why not? Let's get that piece off. Okay, and we're going to put the broom's not going to work. Okay, we're going to slide this piece of wood over a little bit. We're still, we're going to get more snow, but things seem to have calmed down. January, we always get a lull. And then when February comes in, that's when we might see, our biggest storm of the season. Last year, we did not. And everything was over with by February. But anything can happen between now and the month of May. We have had snow as late as May, even after the weather breaks and everything. So this is Michigan. So you want to be prepared. So I'm just getting this stuff kind of tightened up. And look, another hole because of this. knocked a hole right in it. So guess what? It's going to stay that way until I can get it stuffed. So I'm going to be going to Home Depot soon. I'll be getting a lot of tape so that I can get the holes that are in here taped up, because I want this plastic to last as long as possible. But I'm pretty satisfied. Let's check the strawberries. They're doing good in dormancy. Hopefully I'll get a harvest this year. That's my prayer. But they're alive. I see the green. So the hay worked. My next trip to the greenhouse, unless something horrible happens in between, will be to come in, get this extra hay cleaned up. I'll come in with a large garbage bag and get this hay cleaned up. And then I'll be doing some cleaning in here. I think if those tubs are still at Myers, I don't think people are buying them because they're still wanting $10 for them. But they'll drop them even more if they don't sell. So on Monday, I have that eye appointment. And then from there, I will be going to Myers. I need to go to Home Depot on that day. It's a lot I have to do that day. And my appointment is fairly early. It's in early afternoon, so I'll have plenty of time to do those things. And if those tubs are still there Monday, I will grab a few. Even at $10, I'll just go on because they had quite a few there. And if there's some there, I want to get at least 4. And I can get them washed up. I can get the holes drilled. And that's something I can do now. On a day like today, it would have been perfect if I had those tubs. And let's say the holes were already drilled in them. It's so warm in here. It would have been the perfect day to come in here, get the cleaning done, get the tub set up, and then the crates on, underneath the tub, because the tubs are going to sit on top of the crates. Look at there, y'all. My greens have survived. They're not growing, but they have survived the winter. Y'all see it? The proof is in the pudding. This one broke. That was because something fell on it. But the greens are still alive, even with the broke stalk. Okay? But this one, still going. So it's going to continue to go out. I might put that one in the ground because the stalk is so thick. But I will be planting more greens. And then the rest of this hay, like I said, after the cherry trees bud, I might go on and leave them in here. I don't know. But I think that corner right there where this empty tub is, I can stack the hay there. That way it won't get wet. And then that way I probably won't need to buy any next year. I may or may not, but I want to keep it dry like it is now. Had I left this out in the elements, it would have been wet and soggy. But right now it's just as fresh as it was when I purchased it. So anyway, it's not too bad in here. And while I'm in here, because I am getting ready to start the seeds, let's see. I'm going to get 2 packs of tags here. May as well take those in. Okay, 2 packs of tags. I'm going to leave these 2 out here because, my April seeds will be started here in the greenhouse. It's going to be a strict greenhouse operation this year. And see, I still need to clean up the old tomato plants. And of course, I'll be dumping the soil from these crates. Since the crates will no longer be used, all I have to do is snatch out the bag. And I'll be dumping the soil after I get the hay moved to that corner. I'll be dumping this soil into the wagon because some of it can be used. I still have a half bag of black cow, and I'm quite sure Myers will carry it again this year because it's still on their roster list. So I know I'll be purchasing more black cow. Let's see. I don't think I need any. I have some fertilizers indoors. So when it's time, with me starting these peppers, when it's time to fertilize, I have some fertilizer. Okay, everything looks good in here. Like I said, it's 40 degrees in here. That's nice. And I'm thinking that when we were below 0, last week, I'm quite sure it was probably cold in here, but it has bounced back beautifully. And let's see what our barometer is saying. It's saying rain, and we are supposed to get a little snow, just a dusting. And I'm hoping that my mint and stuff come back And it will. I'm quite sure. We'll see. And I cannot wait to get the pellies this year. And then we're getting ready to get started. And see, my surgery is going to probably interrupt some of my things because the seeds will be coming in any day now. So I will definitely be going to sort seeds. I don't think my surgery is going to interrupt that. The transplanting my seeds might, but I'm gonna get my volunteer hours in, because for each volunteer hour you get 5, it's either 3, 5, or 10 points, which when we do our plant sale in the spring, we have first dibs and we can get plants. Last year I earned 12 plants, and that's how I was introduced to the green zebra tomatoes and something else I got. I think one of my collard greens I got from that, and I got some cherry tomatoes. And then I gave the rest to my cousin. I gave her my points. And so because she was starting her garden for the first time. Look at this, y'all. The saffron. Still alive. It survived the winter. This is beautiful. So next year I should get some saffron. Okay, you guys. So that's today's episode. I hear my church bells starting to sound. I'm getting ready to run to Myers, and I may be back later with a video of me making the cookie bars. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later. One last look. Oh, I'm loving this greenhouse. Okay, I will talk to you later, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.